I snatched that life. I'm all that life.
I go by AK Gunna, you hear me? I'm a rap artist, you dig? You know what I mean? That shit entertainment if you don't know the business, you hear me? Untamed music, we out here, you hear me? You know what I mean? I do this because I love this, you dig? You know what I mean? Rapping is not only my heart, you know what I'm saying? I got an extremely passion for this, you dig? I sit, chill, maybe blaze a few L's, you hear me? And peep out the scene, you dig? Experience a few things, and then I write, you know what I mean? I just don't go out there and write, you know what I'm saying? I gotta be inspired. Studio traveling, you know what I mean? Always being the youngest dude in the studio, you dig? I started off as Young Gunna, you know what I mean? Pretty common name, you dig, but, you know what I mean? I hold the title of that. Let me stop being messy, but, I mean, studio traveling, man, just being in the booth so much, you dig, and being the youngest around amongst older people, you know what I mean? Older rap artists, they kept coming in and out the studio like, hey, man, this dude the beast, this young man the beast, how old he is? Like, and I told him my age, I'm like 13, 14, I'm like, dang, man, look at this little Young Gunna getting it, and I was like, man, I kind of like that name, you hear me? And my guys took it and rolled with it, you hear me? Like, man, name that cat Young Gunna, man. I was like, man, I like that, I need that, you hear me? Then I messed around and shot to Nashville, you dig? I ran into one of my little cousins, you dig? I ain't seen him in a couple years. I visited out there for about a year and a half, and it was like, man, I like your music, you hear me? My little cousin came in the room dancing, you dig? She jigging, getting it in, you hear me? And she was like, what's your name, cousin? What's your name? What's your rap name? I'm like, Young Gunna. What you think? What you think? She was like, I like that, but you know what? Your new name, AK Gunna. I like that better, you hear me? I was like, you know what? I like that, you hear me? And the thing about it is she 4 years old, you hear me? I mean, 4, you heard me? What she know about AKs and all that, you dig? I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take it and roll with it, you dig? I mean, I've been really thinking about the acting industry, you dig? I mean, cause I got a lot of favorite actors, you dig, and producers. You know, my nigga Denzel, I mean my brother, I ain't gonna say nigga, you know what I mean? My guy Denzel, producers, you know what I mean? You got a lot of them, you know what I mean? Everybody knows Spike Lee, that's my guy, you know what I mean? He beats everything he do, you dig? I love to meet him. I ain't been thinking about the modeling thing, but I have been thinking about making clothes, you know what I mean? Shout out to Doge Boy, you know, I see y'all doing y'all thing with the clothing line here, you know? Big ups to that. I've been thinking about doing something like that too, because I'm actually an artist, you know? I'm just not a rap artist, I'm a drawing artist, you know what I mean? I'm not a drawer, you know what I mean? I'm a deceptor. I used to be in gifted art classes. I went from winning awards from art contests, designing buildings, murals, you know what I mean? I do it all, you hear me, when it comes to that music. That's hip-hop, you dig? That's why I keep an eye for you. Wow, I mean, you would have to rephrase that question, because you have to ask me how serious I've been taking it, you hear me? Nah, but I've been doing this since I've been in like 6th grade, man. I used to remember getting picked up on the bus, freestyling in the back of the bus, you heard me? Because I mean, I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. We grew up around BG, Wayne, you know what I mean? Mystical, Master P, you heard me? All these people, Soulja Slim, you know what I mean? So we used to kind of like idolize them, you heard me? Like, man, you know, we want to get up there in the game one day and make it like them boys. So we were all freestyle, you heard me? Go to talent shows and just freestyle. And I started taking it really serious when I hit about middle school. You know what I mean, 8th grade year going into high school, you know what I mean? I just started taking it serious. I looked at it as a career, you know, rather than just, you know, something I like doing. My big cousin Damien, you hear me? I mean, people probably never heard me talk about my cousin. Only the closer people heard me talk about him. But my cousin Damien, you hear me? He a beast, man. He a rapper, producer, and a singer. And I actually started, you know, going to a couple of studios with him, and seeing him doing this thing and getting it in. I mean, I used to just be amazed at the guy, man. I mean, all I can say is like Kanye West took his spot, you hear me? These dudes twins, man, with the music and the looks, you hear me? You know what I mean? But he kind of inspired me, man. I mean, track after track, dude perfected it. You know what I mean? And that's what I do. I take pride in my work. You know what I mean? He was a good example to me, a great example, you dig? And that's why when I'm at home, if I'm writing a song or something, I don't just write. You know what I mean? I take it serious. You know what I mean? Line for line, you know. I mean, a lot of guys freestyle, a lot of artists freestyle. That's good. I freestyle too, but I'm not gonna just play around with it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take it serious with it. You know what I mean? You don't see prophets just freestyling to people from back in the day. Like, you heard me? You didn't see Moses start freestyling. You heard me? He wrote it. You heard it. So I write my stuff. I take it serious. You heard me? I'm out with you.
You a bad chick. I need that. Where you at, girl?
Been doing shows since I was 16, man. I mean, I'm gonna keep it 100. You did Omaha, Nebraska. You heard me? This is my second home. Y'all know I'm from the 504. You heard me? But 402, man, this is my really my second home. I'm out here. You know what I mean? I'm out here to put the O on my back and the N on my back. You know what I mean? I've been performing since I've been 16. I mean, I had my big chance in recording and performing when I came to Omaha, Nebraska. It did. You know what I mean? I dropped a couple mixtapes with my group, CTB the NOFB. You know what I mean? They under my wing, you hear me? That's my guys, you know what I'm saying? Eat a real spitter, you hear me? Big Ben the Prodigy, you hear me? I see you. My homie Cooley, you hear me? That's my guys, you hear me? You know what I'm saying? Dropped a couple CDs with them, you hear me? Like, you know what I mean? 3, you hear me? 3 or 4. You know what I mean? Then I started branching off, doing my own solo thing. I actually started doing my solo thing. Then I started to rise with various groups like Track Grinding Entertainment. Then we kind of fell off, you know what I mean? Then I got with my guys. CT bit in the B, you hear me? That's my guys, you heard me? Believe that, you know what I'm saying? You hear me? Now you hear me going to higher places, you dig? I'm with my team, you hear me? Best Entertainment, we out here, you know what I'm saying? We just came from KC, making big moves, you know what I mean? With Rashid out there. Did a couple daily dubs out there, you hear me? You catch me on YouTube, you hear me? I mean, I'm out here, you dig? You know what I mean? I'm out here to get it, you hear me? I've been doing it for a minute, you dig? I'm 23, you hear me? I've been doing it since I was 16, you hear me? Just coming to my shows, you know what I mean? Just hit me up on Facebook, you know what I mean? Following me on Twitter, you know what I mean? You hear me? At 8K Gunna, you hear me? You know what I mean? You know, / Twitter, all that, you hear me? But just, you know, just support me, hit me in the inbox, or just liking the status or something like that, you hear me? Just let me know you're involved, you know what I mean? I mean, I'll do the same thing. You scratch my back, I scratch your back, man. That's how it is. But, you know, that's about it, you dig? I mean, just saying, I see you, you know what I'm saying? Just saying what's up, you know what I mean? For real, you hear me? I mean, love rules all, you hear me? Show love, I show love. You don't even gotta show love to me, I show love first, you hear me? That's why we rock, got some southern hospitality, you hear me?
Never seen her get where she at, cause I need that. You a bad chick, I need that.
I'm actually working on the album right now, you hear me? So when I leave here, I'm going straight to the pen and the pad, then to the lab, you hear me? Getting it in with that, you know what I mean? I'm shooting a couple emails to a couple of producers, couple cats, you know what I'm saying? Doing some beats, you hear me? Get my beat game up, you hear me? Just working hard, you know what I mean? Just networking, you know what I'm saying? Hitting people up on Facebook, you know what I mean? That's a big source right now, you know what I mean? I'm even going back to MySpace, you hear me? Hitting people up, you know what I mean? Just networking, man. I got a big spider web in my head, you hear me? I'm going everywhere with it, you hear me? Just, you know what I'm saying? Hard work pays off. You hear me? Like my guy Mike Jones said, you don't work, you don't eat, you don't grind, you don't shine, you hear me? For real, full-time grind, baby. Believe that.
Honestly, I really need a chick that I know is down the ride. She be smoking on that sticky, put the bullshit to the
side. Do something with my guy Pac, man. Alright, Pac, man. My guy gone, you hear me? But I would love to, you know what I'm saying, for my guy Pac to bless a track with me, you hear me? Since my guy gone, you hear me? I had to go to my guy Weezy Wee, you know what I mean? That's my guy, you hear me? Big ups to my dog Wayne, you know what I'm saying? The whole Young Money Squad, you hear me? I see y'all boys out there holding it down for the 504. You know what I mean? That's my guy, you hear me? I mean, I ran to them guys too many times, you hear me? Wayne, BG, Juvie, you know what I'm saying? Y'all boys get at me. Y'all see this interview, get at me. I'm out here, you hear me? And honestly, you hear me? Most of all, my guy, Mr. Magic. If you don't know, I'm from downtown, from the 9th Ward, you hear me? Dolphin and Flood, you hear me? Me and Mr. Magic from the exact same block, same area, you hear me? I mean, I used to watch Cat run up to us, giving free CDs, free t-shirts, just chopping it up like a regular old brother, you know what I mean? He real, you hear me, to the ground, you hear me? You know what I'm saying? Solid dude, you hear me? Good dude, you hear me? I see A. Will, you hear me? Big ups, homie, you know what I'm saying? Keep it up, you hear me? Believe that, you hear me? I'm out here holding it down for that 9 too, you hear me? From that 9, don't mind dying, but that's my big guy, man. I love to track with him, you hear me? Even go on the road with him, you know what I'm saying? It's just, there's a lot of artists, you know what I mean? The list goes on, you hear me? But I mean, I'm a big fan, you know what I mean? That good southern music, you hear me? I mean, I know y'all know about that music, that good bass, you hear me? That Wake Up, you hear me? That 2 Chainz, that Taye, all that, you hear me? Believe that, man. I mess with that, you hear me? I mess with people on my West Coast, you hear me? East Coast, you hear me? Big ups to everybody, but y'all know we coming, man. We on the uprise, you hear me? Believe that. 504.2, baby.
But when I do, you see me release it like leases. Leave your speech.
Oh yeah. I work with a lot of artists. Producers, all. I work with my guy Big Wave. A Versatile Entertainment, actually. Slim. You know, my guy, you know, Eat a Real Spiller, you know what I'm saying? Big Bang, you know what I'm saying? These are my guys, you know what I'm saying? You can see them on Facebook, they do their thing. I got a lot of music coming up, you know what I'm saying? With my Squid Squad, you hear me? Best Shit, Untamed Music, you hear me? Got a couple tracks with my guy RP, you hear me? My guy Rush, you hear me? H-Dub, you hear me? J-No, you hear me? Got good music coming for you. I've worked with, man, a lot of people, man. It's real talk, it's just too many, man. You know what I'm saying? I got big things coming up. My guy Knox Montana too. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. I've actually done multiple shows. You know what I mean? And went to multiple events with various groups hosted shows, like my guy 16 Bars. Well, he go by King 16 Bars. Nas my guy. See you, big dog. Drop Out Squad. You hear me? Those my guys too. You hear me? They get it in too. You dig? And yeah, man. I just keep it moving, you hear me? I'm gonna do that and support everybody, you hear me? It's not about if you support me, I support you, you hear me? I'm the type of dude, you hear me? I come with arms open, you dig? I mean, I'm out here, you hear me? I support, you hear me? I work for people, all that, you hear me? Let's get it in, baby. Best Shit ENT, AK Gunna, Untamed Music, we out here, baby.
Shooting for the green like Raiden. You can get flipped.
Man, first of all, you hear me? When I seen L.4.0.2, you heard me on the internet, I'm like, man, these guys got a little thing popping. You hear me? I wonder where the shop at, man. I gotta go see where the shop at, man. And I ride up and down Ames every day. You hear me? I'm like, hold up, man. They right across the street. You heard me from my Popeyes, man. I mean, times I done came past this goddamn corner and I ain't seen it, but. Hey man, L.4.0.2, I got big respect to y'all, man. Y'all in the uprise, man. For real, y'all already up there. You know what I'm saying? When I first heard this story, you hear me, I instantly wanted to get up in there, you know what I mean? I'm like, man, they supporting artists, you know what I mean? They don't actually, if this not the only place that do that, you hear me, besides Homeless or something, it's not even like Homeless, it's more open, you hear me, to the community. I'm just not gonna say the streets, I'm gonna say the community, you know what I'm saying? Because these people, they just don't deal with, how should I put this, just the artists, you know what I'm saying? You're dealing with big guys making big moves, you hear me, you know what I'm saying? Get with the program, people. L.4.0.2, man. You come in this store, man, you'll see you'll see every artist mixtape up here. You'll see different things that they doing, man. It's crazy, man. Doing raffles, you can win money, you hear me, all kind of stuff, you dig? But the thing about it is, man, just it's a support system that they got, you know what I'm saying? You don't know, man. Shoot, you might walk in the L.4.0.2 store, see Diddy sitting up in here or something, you hear me? Might have to give Diddy, might have a chance, you hear me? You know what I'm saying? But it's serious, you hear me? I mean, I respect what they doing down here, man. Believe that, man. It's a power move, baby. You know what I'm saying? Real for real, it's a power move, you know what I'm saying? We went in the store, it's a step further to success, baby. Believe that, you know what I'm saying? Believe that, you hear me? Ain't no constant pause with this, you hear me? You can't keep falling off, you gotta keep getting it in, you hear me? You know what I'm saying? Coming to this store, you hear me? You'll see, there's nothing but success, you hear me? I'm telling you, elevate, You hear me? It's elevation in this building. You hear me? Believe that.